It's a new kind of sale madness and it's catching on fast, digging through to find the most affordable garments on the streets of Johannesburg. With the cost of living rising sharply, it's no wonder people are looking for cheaper alternatives to look good. Used winter coats, children's wear and many other apparel sold from a mere 5 rands to 150 at most.
Considering that South African consumers are currently undergoing tough financial strain, it's really no surprise that most of them have found a cheaper alternative. Parts of downtown Johannesburg are booming with imported second-hand clothing.
It's not exactly your upmarket clothing outlet, but many who rummage through these piles of clothing say they are happy to dig in and even more happier with the cheaper clothing they buy. Of course, those who find the bargains don't see any humiliation in scrambling for the best buys.
We buy here because prices are low and the clothes are good quality. I bought this jacket here. My shoes were 100 rands. I bought them yesterday.
I also shop here because clothing here is beautiful.
Those other retailers, I can't afford to buy there. I'm employed, but my salary doesn't allow me to shop at those other shops.
Matron Nhlanga has been dressed by this market for years and she's also found a way of making a living through it.
There's no jobs. So these clothes have been helping, creating jobs for many people. Because many old women, South African ladies, even men, they normally come here to get stock just to make money and take care of their families. So it has been helping a lot. Most of the people have taken their children to universities out of this business.
Nhlanga refuses to divulge where these clothes are sourced.
No, not exactly. I don't know much about how it comes here, but all I know is that we have been doing it for years.
Another seller tells me on the sidelines that he buys a pile for 45 rands. But it's understood most clothes are shipped and flown from Europe and make their way via wholesale reg houses to sub-Saharan Africa, where they end up lining the street. Retail analyst Chris Gilmore agrees that consumers are too pressured and probably do need a reprieve. He says better quality in this particular space is probably the biggest driver of business.
It's going to take a long time to haul ourselves back up to anything remotely approaching decent economic growth. And that in turn unfortunately means that employment conditions are going to remain subdued, and I think it's going to be tough out there for the foreseeable future. And therefore what we've just seen here, this type of activity, I think can only grow in importance and grow in size.
Gilmore says because of the current subdued economic climate, this kind of business is likely to be around for some time. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.